to dig in and play that kind of aggressive defense.
You know, that's who he is. DeAndre really picks up, and he knows. He missed some layups today, and I told him missed a couple shots. You know, the other thing is, we missed free throws. I mean, come on. I mean, 20 for 34. I mean, you know, we're a good shooting team. We should be 27, 28 for 34, 25 for 24 to 34, 25, 26, 27, 20. And we missed we were like 1 for 5 at one point. No way. We're a good shooting team. Shouldn't happen.
John, you say you haven't figured out what you are yet or how you're going to play. Have you figured out what you're not?
Well, I know we're not the beast of a team we were inside last year, where we had 3 horses. We don't have that. So now you play a little different. Maybe that guy, instead of running to the basket, runs into all ball screens, and you space the court out with him. I don't know. I mean, we just got to watch and, you know, try to play this out and just see what's the most effective way for us to play. I think when you look at us, you know we're going to be better against zone. Because, you know, now you put Terrence in the middle of a zone and you put shooters around, and we're a little different team than we were a year ago versus zone. But again, we've got to find, some of these guys have got to, you know, they're going to have to, you know, step up and do some stuff. You know, I like the fact that the blue team, again, never played together. How many days of practice? 9, 8? We just had 18 assists in 7 turns. Now, you can say what you want. We played fast. We ran the ball up the court. We drove the ball. We attacked. We didn't pass it 20 times and then try to take a shot. That's not how we played. We had 7 turns. That is good. And we're not playing like we did a year ago where every ball must go through Brandon Knight. Whoever rebounds it brings it up now. We're playing a little different than we did. Last year, whoever rebounded gave it to John Wall. So now we're saying, Brandon shoots it so well, if someone else brings it up, bring it up, let him shoot the ball.
2 more questions.
Coach, we saw Terrence Jones take a couple shots from deep. Is this something you've greenlit him to do to maybe stretch the defense a little bit?
Well, I stopped him a couple times because he took a couple he didn't need to take. If the ball is driven in the lane and it's thrown out to him, I'm fine with that. But if the ball is swung and he should be driving the ball and he's just jacking up a 3 because he's not in the mode to attack, then you got to come out. What he'll do for us, as you saw, get to that rim, kid. Get to that rim. He is long. Now, what he didn't do today and what he must do for us to be any good, he has to offensive rebound. He has to offensive rebound. Got 1 offensive rebound in that game. And not only that, we missed 40 shots. So 1 out of 40 shots you rebounded. Come on now. But again, we're going to watch the tape, and he probably attempted the offensive rebound 25–30% of the time. He needs to attempt to offensive rebound 80% of the time. That's what he's long. We'll go get a free basket if you score 5 more, 6 more baskets a game that way. So would he.
Last question. Anybody?
How does Brandon's relentlessness, I mean, he was still going full bore in a game where you had no subs. Does that bleed off to some of your other guys? They can kind of build.
When you think of it, when he plays that way, when DeAndre plays that way, now you have Terrence that picked up his game. You saw him start to play that way. You know, all of a sudden it does bleed. Now Deron looks around and says, "I got to do it." You know, and I'll give you some examples. We have not worked on switching anything, and we had to today because guys were getting mixed up, and we had the second half. You saw we did a better job than they talked. A lot of that's what you're talking about, just energy of, "I got him, go get him," and. You know, look, I'm going to have fun coaching this team and figuring out that it's going to be a process. And in most years, that's what it is. Let me explain. Last year, it was the same. We're down 18 to Miami of Ohio. 18 in the first half. I mean, we weren't a great team early. We became a great team. This team, we got to figure them out. It doesn't happen overnight. They got to figure out each other. I like the fact that you saw some camaraderie out there. Did you see it? I mean, you had to feel that they were like talking and passing and chest bumping, and that's what, if they're that, then it's up to us. Let me say this. I told my staff this, and I'll leave you with this. And Jerry, this will be his headline. They're listening to everything we say. We got to be telling. We better make sure we're telling them the right things. They're listening. They're doing whatever we're asking them to do. So now we got to make sure what we're telling them to do is the right thing. And that's what we all got to figure out. Like I said early on, a little anxiety, you know, some things I didn't like. You know, in the second half, you saw them come out of the gate a little bit different, which was great. And both teams did. Duran did, John Hood did. I mean, they all did. So, you know, we'll get something out of it. And that's, I hope the fans enjoyed it and saw that this is going to be a process. Thanks, folks.